Hey guys, what's going on? Before I start today's video, I wanted to give the shout out of the day to Victoria LINOLEUM. I've given her a shout out in the past before, but I figured why not? She has an awesome channel, give her another shout out. Amazing videos when it comes to DVD, even VHS hauls, yard sale hauls, Q&As, horror box unboxings, and many more. You guys will love her. Victoria LINOLEUM, link in the description below, go check her out. Now let's get to the review. I'm Steve Ferrandino. Writing, directing, and acting in horror movies is my life. But I love reviewing horror movies, both new and old, especially shot on video and DIY films, as well as inspiring others to go out there and create their own horror stories. I love twisted and morbid horror movies with a lot of blood and gore. Get out there and create your own terror. This is Shock Extreme Productions. What's up guys, how's it going? This is Steve as always from Shock Extreme Productions, and I have another movie review for you guys today. And today's going to be one for Severin Films and Intervision Picture Corp. Around this time last year at Mad Monster, Jason from Severin, who's a good friend of mine, recommended a bunch of DVDs for me to check out, and this one in particular he told me to check out. I'm gonna be honest, it took me at least a year to finally get to some of these, but when I watched this one in particular, I was absolutely blown away. This, I kid you not, could be perhaps my favorite title in the whole Intervision line, maybe even more than The Burning Moon. The film was made in 1986, directed by Donald Jones, and that is his film, Murderlust. The film revolves around a guy named Steve, not the Steve from Shock Extreme Productions, the Steve from Murderlust. Steve works as a Sunday school teacher and also a security guard at a baseball park. Steve is a extremely likable guy to the people in his church. Everybody in the church, parents, and even some of the children have a lot of respect for this guy. But at his other job, everybody hates him and just wants him fired because he's an alcoholic and he's also a major prick to them. Besides being a Sunday school teacher, a security guard, an alcoholic, and an overall asshole, he is also a murderer. He usually goes for prostitutes, random girls at bars, or random girls off the street, and usually strangles them to death or beats them to death and ditches their bodies out in the desert. As multiple bodies start turning up in the desert, it circulates amongst the news, and they create the title, The Mojave Murderer. During his life and killing spree, he also develops a love interest with a girl at his church. Now my thoughts. Originally I thought this was going to be a shot-on-video film, but it's actually shot on 16mm, similar to other films like Killing Spree. But like many other films shot on 16mm film, Murderlust is an absolute masterpiece. This film is full of fun, murder, action, and suspense to keep you watching for the whole 98 minutes. The cast is absolutely amazing. The guy who played Steve, absolutely amazing. His cousin and also roommate is one annoying guy, but he's absolutely hilarious in this film. Everybody from the church is also really good, even if they're in there for maybe a few minutes. Everybody in this film was absolutely amazing. Even, believe it or not, the murder victims were fantastic. And I know a lot of people don't really focus on a lot of murder victims because they're usually just disposable and not really talked about in reviews or anywhere else, but the murder victims in this film were absolutely awesome. And by the way, the music in this film is kick-ass. Gore and violence, there is a lot of good violence in this film, a lot of good strangling scenes. Gore, not really until the end of the movie, but the gore at the end is also great. There's also a bonus film on this DVD called Project Nightmare, which is director Donald Jones' directorial debut. The film involves two men on the run from nightmares, essentially. Very weird to watch, very strange to understand, but it's really interesting and really trippy just to look at. For a rating, I'm going to give Murderlust a total go out and check it out now. It was absolutely incredible, and I think you guys would also really like it. For the second film, Project Nightmare, I'm going to give it in between an indifferent and a would recommend. It was interesting to look at. Some of the effects in it were pretty cool, but I really couldn't pay attention through most of the film. Good characters, but just really couldn't get into it. If you want to get yourself a copy, go to severinfilms.com, check it out, and also check out all the other titles they have available on their site. Once again, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Jason over at Severin for recommending this one to me. absolutely kick-ass. You never let me down on titles to check out from you guys. And I have a couple more to check out and review, so stay tuned in the near future. Anyways guys, that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you dislike it, hit that thumbs down button. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Honestly, whatever it is you guys do today. Once again, my name is Steve from Shock Extreme Productions, and until next time, see y'all later.